Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hello, my name is Sam and it is lovely to meet you. If you're not new around here, welcome back to the fun house. Ada is actually napping, so we're gonna try and do this video without her waking up. I'm not making any promises, guys. So if you haven't already guessed by today's thumbnail, we're going to be playing around with the Wicked Widow SCISSORHANDS 2 palette. This isn't their newest release. Their newest release is the Tea Party palette, I do believe. It's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland theme. I didn't pick that up. I don't know why, to be quite honest, because it is beautiful, but it just wasn't a colour story that I felt I could do with alone. I kind of felt that it had to be a companion palette, but let me know down below if you have the Tea Party palette and if it would be a great companion palette to this one, because I'm very intrigued. So it does come with a little sleeve that matches the inner packaging, and this has got a nice hefty weight to it. It's a really sturdy palette and I just love the packaging. I don't know why I didn't pick this up on release, and then it kept selling out and it was like constant pre-orders, and me and pre-orders don't really work that well, so I was like, no, I'll hold off. And then I had it in my car and I was like, I really do want it. I've heard amazing things about it and I really want it in my collection. And then my friend Kerry, she actually ordered this one and the Tea Party one, and I was like, I had a little FOMO and I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up. So I did. And mine actually came in today and hers hasn't come yet. And I'm really disappointed because I want to see her video on it, especially if she does the two palettes together. So let me just show you the colour story. So it does have a mirror inside, and this is what the colour story looks like, guys. This just looks absolutely stunning. When I opened it, I had a little gasp because I love a colour story that does that. I haven't swatched any of this yet. I will do some live swatches, I will do some swatches for you. But yeah, this palette just looks amazing. The colour story, you've got some light shades, you've got some mid shades, you've got some deep shades, you've got this beautiful like multi-chrome up here. I think there's a lot of different shifts in these shimmers. I haven't like dipped my finger in one yet. I love the shape of the mirror as well. It's like an oval shape. I just love it, and I'm not gonna lie, I've only watched Edward Scissorhands once in my entire life. I'm not a massive Tim Burton fan, so don't come for me in the comments. I do apologise. But yeah, I'm gonna dip into this now. We're gonna do some swatches and then we're gonna get it on my eyeballs. So now that you have seen the swatches, let's just dive in and create a look together. Now that we're all zoomed in and I've patted out my lids, I'm using P. Louise as always. I think I might do a blue look today. So how many mattes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I'm 16, 8 and 8. Shit me, Jesus. Yes. So it is a split palette of mattes and shimmers, and I think I'm going to stick to the blues today. I might add a little pop of purple on the lower lash line, but we'll see. I'm going to start out with the deepest blue, which is Bells. It's not like deep, but I think it's going to be deep enough to start out with. Just picking that up on a, I was going to say Morphe, Singe Beauty EO4. And we're just going to start packing. Whoa, that is pigmented. Okay. Straight off the bat, that is hella pigmented. I love a shade that is pigmented, but also want to make sure that that shade is going to blend out and not cause me any problems. I was half and half whether I should do a halo eye because I haven't done one in such a long time, but they're not my like absolute favourite thing to do, so I'm just gonna roll with it and just do what I do best. I'm just going to start to create a shape as we blend that shadow out, and it seems to be blending absolutely fine at the moment, no problems as of yet. Haven't changed my brush or anything yet, but we will blend out with a smaller brush in a moment. I just don't want to make sure that I start losing that colour. I'm just taking my EO5 now and starting to blend out those edges. This shade is called Bells. I don't think I actually said that. I do apologise. Yeah, that is blended out absolutely lovely. We're going to go in now with Snowflake, this beautiful pastel blue, and just tap that on the edge. There is a little tiny bit of kick up, but nothing major. That blue looks insane. I'm going to pack it on actually first. Pack it on and get that pigment. These shades are so pigmented. Just look at that blue. And just carrying on with that shape, kind of pulling it out a little bit. That's beautiful. That's such a beautiful blue, I think, on its own as well. That's going to be stunning. So I've just pat that on now. I'm just going to start to work on that blend. I'm just going to go ahead now. I'm not doing anything else, so I'm just going to go ahead and work between those two shades, and I'll be back in a moment. So, because my camera decided that it didn't want to film me putting on the shimmers, I'm now going to do it for you again, because apparently I just didn't want to film it. Firstly, went in with this shade right here, which is called Mysterious. And I did do some live swatches for you, but you know, just look at that, just look at it. And I did take this on my finger, and I just look at that. Like, holy cow, just look at it. Next, I took this beautiful shade here called Imperfect or Imperfect. I couldn't pronounce it before, and I still can't pronounce it now, and I'll just swatch it for you. Again, this one is super soft and super shifty. I did mention in the recording that I think this would make a beautiful topper shade, and it did take a little bit of building up. I picked it up on my Refa 21. It did take a little bit of building up, and there was a little bit of fallout, but we're just going to show you. It's still got a beautiful reflect. It just took that little bit extra to build up, because I think it's like a different formula. It feels very soft compared to the one that I just used. Like, the other one was soft as well, but this one's just 10 times softer. Just look how beautiful the shift is in that. So stunning. For my lower lash line, I went in with the shade Don't Go. I just picked this up on my EL4 that I was using before. I just cleaned it off, and I just literally run this across the lower lash line. It's very pretty. It's like a bluey green. It's stunning. I'm going to hop off camera now and just apply my mascara and lips, and then we'll be back with the finished look. So we are back with the completed look using the SCISSORHANDS 2 palette from Wicked Widow Beauty. I hope that you love this look, because I absolutely do. I think it's stunning. I'm really impressed with how it turned out. Let's talk about the palette. I think the packaging is absolutely stunning. I love a well-designed packaging, and that is absolutely beautiful. The artwork on this is absolutely stunning, And the colour story is just as good. The fact that it has a mirror, I absolutely love that. The shimmers are a different formula. I know I only used 2 out of what they are today, but I did swatch. Which one did I swatch? Was it this one? And yeah, just from using those 2, even this one as well, they are definitely all a different formula, I would say personally, which I love that. I love that there's different formulas. This is going to be a super stunning topper shade. It's still very perfect and very pretty. It did take a little bit extra to build up because I believe it is more of a topper formula. Even with the inner corner shade as well, I think that's going to be beautiful topped on one of those mattes. And yeah, I just have no complaints about this palette. Absolutely none at all. If I could complain, what would I complain about? I always like to think of something, just if like personal preference, if I would change anything. I think I'd maybe put a dark green shimmer in, just something a little bit darker. That one isn't particularly that dark, so yeah, maybe a couple of others darker darker mattes, sorry. And even though the shimmers are quite dark, I mean, I still think they're going to be beautiful. I will create 3 looks with this palette, but I do have other things coming up, so it might take me a little while, but I'll definitely do 3 looks with that palette if you are interested, or 2. I might not film with them. I might just do like a reel or a TikTok or an Instagram, whichever. I'll just stick them all up on one. So yeah, if you're not following me over on those different platforms, make sure that you do. They're all linked down below. And that's it for me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. I'm super glad that I picked up this palette. I'm super glad that I've tried another new indie brand, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.